want to see if I can keep Reggie.
Yeah, more targets.
Don't get too excited. We'll get to it. It's not yet.
They are like sheep in my sights.
I mean, is it me, or does our Lieutenant Schmidt like to comment every single time you see somebody? Maybe it's just the things he say that makes it seem noticeable, but he just seems to just want to kill somebody all the time. Okay. But you know, it's the things that these guys say, which is another thing that really adds to this game. Like, they have the most ridiculous lines ever. I mean, you could almost say they're horrible, but it just, I mean, it really adds like character to these guys, and that's a lot of immersiveness for me. But you know, like sometimes I wouldn't want to take certain actions with a certain person because how they talk or the things they say. Like for example, Fritz, he just seems like a compassionate person. You know how he has to tell himself that it's war and he has to do this in order to whatever. You know, it's for his country, and he seems like that kind of a guy. You know, Holly has the whole I hate Reggie. You, out of all these guys, you are the one guy that is not allowed to do that. Actually, I am gonna move you last. Just the little hints in their phrases that really adds another thing to this game.
There is misunderstanding. It is impossible.
And also their
Order confirmed.
ridiculous accents, which is another thing I like.
There is misunderstanding. It is impossible.
For example, like Koji, you know, he has this, like, quote-unquote Japanese accent. But, you know, in actuality, Japanese people's accents are kind of different. But it just, you know, for all intents and purposes, it really does get the point across. And, you know, that he's Japanese and he sounds like it. He's very stereotypical about it. Which is fine. I like it. It's a shame I'm using, like, half my squad are Germans, because we don't have that whole internationality that we could be having. But all those other guys, their names are so hard to pronounce. I have to be able to call them by name sometimes, don't I? And I think I said a long while ago that I might switch up the squad some, just to, you know, change the colors up a bit. But I think I've gotten pretty attached to these people, to my squad, so that might not happen unless they, you know, they meet an untimely end.
Order confirmed.
This might take a while, guys. Sorry if you were falling asleep already. I'm trying to add a little something to this period of unexcitement by just ranting. But
as you order.
We all know how that works, so
Ich verstehe.
Go. I'm trying to keep Reggie from I think it's him hugging this wall that's making him get up, so maybe if we can stay away from him.
Ich verstehe.
If he agrees.
Impossible.
I think he could do it. Reggie can't. He's just too humongous. Fritz, I think you can walk the line. There you go. Harley. You know, I would just, like, group select them and just move them.
Queue up. Everyone be getting their fair turn at the new plonker.
Yeah, or, as Holly phrased it, queue them up and just move them. But all these trees, again, are in the way. And it seriously, like, makes me...
Haben heute.
Hella been hacky when they all of a sudden get up.
This war will never end.
And this crawl will never end either. When they get up because they hit a tree. And it's happened to me a couple of times where they would like get up and then their antimatter field would disappear and then all of a sudden they're sucking bullets. Not letting that happen. And I am taking extra careful because it's an LP. And again, I don't want to be reloading and stuff. Go, go, go. And on that topic about changing guys around, it's actually a good idea to do so. If you want to play an efficient game, or yeah, because even in that dossier locker or the cabinet, your dudes will gain levels as your character gains levels, as the guys you're using gains levels. The only problem is that the game selects your powers that you get, or they get, which bothers me because the game selects powers that I wouldn't select. So when I played this game on hard,
Another Katono. I was not expecting.
I actually kind of sent, I switched my squad around because yeah, for example, you get 2 medics, right? If Gary dies, you have to rely on that other chick, and the game decides to select all the melee powers, and that's no good. I need her to have surgeon and master medic and all those medicine skills, but the game is like, no, you know what? I think with my infinite computer intellect that your medic should have melee powers. I think that being able to swing hard
Order confirmed.
with bandages would prove useful in your battle against this evil force that uses lasers. And I go, no, game, that's retarded. But the game never agrees. Maybe if I do this now. Yeah, okay. Go. Go, go, go. But yeah, like other powers that I would never like pick, like ignore wounds and stuff. The game picks, and I kind of don't like that. Because I mean, ignore wounds. That power, what it is that when you take damage, the game, where your character gets a accuracy penalty to shoot. I think in that round. But my objective usually is to not get my guys hit in the first place, so that power is not used most of the time. So like, when I go to select powers, I try to think like, how many times would I use this power in the course of my game, and because you want to use powers that you're using most of the time, right? That's why it's like faster snapshot and the faster reload for Holly, and what are some other powers I use? Like that, bonus to spot, because you're using those powers almost all the time, so you're just getting more uses out of them. It just feels more of like, more bang for your buck. And also, I try not to get like the careful shot bonus thing, just because like sometimes if you buy a power, you feel inclined to want to use them because it feels like you're wasting it if you're not, and then that usually turns to poor choices, like you would not use them otherwise, and that might cost you your game, or at least like that round. So yeah, I generally try to stick to powers that gives you like AP reductions and things, and some accuracy bonuses. I think we're far enough. I think at least Koji is. Koji, I want you to actually start scouting ahead over this way. Woo! Camera worked. This is the most... Oh, there we go. Ooh. We got 3 guys checking on the door. For what reason, I have no clue.